right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and infinite glory to our Heavenly Father. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Millstone because of truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, those making their bodies a living sacrifice in these last days. And, in today's lesson, we wanted to get into, how the Lord gives charge over his angels and ultimately his will will be fulfilled
at the end of the day. And, us being in this ministry, we understand that, there's various signs as we, as the apostles always say, we have to learn how to be spiritual, seeing that we were discontinued from our heritage, being dead in a lower state, being born of the earth, if you will, right? We have to put on the mindset of the heavens, put on the mindset of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And, me and the brothers was chopping it up, and I shared a dream that I had with them, a couple of days ago, which I'll kind of briefly go over, which was the inspiration behind this lesson. And, of course, I have the beloved brother, the Shah, as well as the beloved brother, Iraq, with us, and we're, they were both within this dream that I had. And I would like to share with you, Akim and Akwaf, that listen and watch, and for the most part, what happened is, we were together, and the scenery is set in Dallas, of course, where that's where we at. But we were walking through the city downtown, next to where our camp is at, and what it looks as if is this is post Jacob's trouble. The entail of Jacob's trouble, where man is walking around, where trying to seek other men, and it seems like the ratio of people within the city is few to none. It seemed like it was just really just us three, within the city, because we were walking in the middle of the road, not even no fear, walking. And when we actually had our phones with us, and we was just kind of chopping it up, talking with each other, and all of a sudden, and it was crazy, might I add, because the vividness of the dream that I had, it seemed like I could feel the wind upon my lips. And I'm not one to really have dreams like that, but it was very vivid. One that I won't forget for sure. But what was happening was that we was on our phones, and we look up into the sky, and we see the whole sky is filled with white smoke and streaks of lines just going through to the other side of the sky, ahead of us. And it seemed as if I knew when it happened what was going on, and it was missiles being shot. And shortly after, we hear, a large sound, and we just see smoke come up. We just see dark smoke come up, and I knew we had shot America. When I say we, they had, because we ain't with this place, but America had shot missiles at Russia, as I knew it had happened. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, maybe 30 seconds later, missiles was coming back toward us, and it got extremely quiet and very what's the term? Eerie. Yeah, very eerie, if you will. It was ominous. Ominous, right? Mm-hmm. It was a moment for us where we was considering, the time that we had, and considering what we did with this time. And it got quiet. I remember it being loud, but it got quiet. It was so loud, it was quiet. Where that moment of all sensual vision was on our Creator, and we had that moment, right? But the missiles hit, and I remember opening my eyes and seeing a force field around all three of us brothers, and that's pretty much the story. We were rejoicing afterward, and I remember vividly the brother Shah, which is the eldest among us, was telling us to relax and keep our composure, you know. And we were just rejoicing. All of us had that shared that moment together, and yeah, that was when I woke up. And instantly I hit these brothers up and let them know what I just seen. But that's gonna be pretty much the centerpiece around the lesson. So I'm not dry talking Joel too.
Yeah, I was holding that. This is Joel chapter 2 and verse 28. It says, "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions."
Mm-hmm. And I believe that was a part of that prophecy, the vision that I had seen. Is seeing a vision, right? We know that the Lord has poured out his spirit among flesh, with us receiving this knowledge, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, okay? And having an understanding of what's going on. Can you jump down to verse 30?
Khan. This is Joel 2 and 30. It says, "And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke."
Right, and we've seen these wonders happen recently. These wonders, blood moons. We've seen like 4 blood moons within the last month almost. And then also too, we had that solar eclipse which happened not too long ago.
Yep.
And all these strange signs in the heavens, more chariot sightings than ever, witnessed, right? And also too, we're going to see the fullness of that when those missiles are dipped in heaven. We already see it. A portion of us have already seen that take place. You can keep going
on. Joel 2 and verse 31, it says, "The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of Yahweh shall come." Verse 32, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered."
Yeah, and that's what we call him. We call him our Lord Yahweh. Call the Lord Yahweh. That's how we start off. Call his name. And that's a representation of our message too. It's a message of deliverance, right? Because his name literally means he is salvation. Okay, this good news is being pushed, right? That's why the scripture talks about like the gospel being preached among the 4 corners of the earth. Then the end shall come. And this right here is an example of that pushing forth the end. Is you hearing this lesson, Akim and Akwas making their bodies a living sacrifice for the ministry as well. Okay, and hastening the day of the coming of our Lord. That's the message.
I had a precept. Joel 2 and 31, it says, "The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord comes." And that was the 31. It says, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord has said. And in the remnant whom the Lord shall call."
Yeah, that's what we feel in the remnant. We want the remainder, and that's the vision I had seen. It seemed as if it was a representation of the remnant, because nobody was around but us, the 3 brothers, man. And that's what we hope to fulfill. The remnant. We talk about 2 or 3 of the city, man. We hope to fulfill this message, man. That's what 2 brothers and sisters that are doing in this ministry are doing. We fulfilling prophecy, man. Yeah.
I got to point out that.
So in the book dream, he says that he saw smoke from missile fire, so over the head, so I went to pull this out here with Solomon chapter 5. I'm gonna start verse 31. It says, "Then right? Because his spirit was in the missile. You know, his spirit is in the missile to confirm or to act on what they're sent to do. All right, and this is the last verse just to hit it all out. It says, "Yea, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the throne of the mighty." And who is the mighty right now? Esau, right? And his ill dealing, right? Which he's being the orchestrator of death, you know, on this planet right now, you know, until how about comes back and continues his rule. And if I may,
That wind that talked about is talking about that nuclear fallout. You know, how they were talking about the nuclear winter.
Yep.
You know, all this destruction is going to have lasting effects on the environment, you know, on the atmosphere, and all the other nations are gonna have to deal with that shit. And our nation is gonna be the only nation that actually has the technology and the capability of not, you know, completely, you know, thriving even in that environment. So the planet Earth will get fucked up. People tell you that in second Sirach 16, right? Right, where it goes now, Lord's gonna shake up everything. You know, the planet Earth is gonna be completely different. That's why the scriptures talk about new heaven and new earth. But the only ones that are going to be able actually to survive and thrive is the elect.
Because we're going to be as outside, we're going to be God on the earth.
Yep.
So the little pinnacles or the small stuff that goes on in the environment, you know, when we come out of the chariot, look at how I see outside, you know, coming from his throne, you know, it's going to be more beneficial to us than the rest of the day from the world.
And we'll be able to clean everything up.
You know, and then we're going to force them to do it too. You know, but
we got the main resource that we're gonna be able to use to do that cleansing is time. What they say with any relationship, they say time heals all. You know, and that's what we're gonna be able to do as well. We're gonna be able to have immortality. We can't be able to let nature play its course, and that's gonna have a process of healing the earth as well, right? When we see the renewal of crops and croplands and farms and things like that, and you have people that you have farmers that practice, you know, burning the ground to bring the nutrients up. That's really gonna happen in most below. You know? So when we see that, we have the time to wait that out. That's gonna be a feeling of, you know, our immortal state being in that new body, not being in the rest. Because what we don't have on this side is unlimited time. There's a amount of time where the doors of patience is only open until there's a time limit. It's only on the other side when hourglass empty. It stays like that. Right? But this time on this side, we got a couple more seconds left. This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 28. It says,
Mercy and truth preserve the king, and his throne is upholden by mercy.
Yep, the Lord's throne is upholden by mercy because this whole thing is based upon the sure mercies of David.
Yeah.
The sure mercies of David is Yahushua is the sure mercies of David. Because when you go into the account of David and Bathsheba,
yeah,
you know, he was a product of adultery. So the Lord having King Solomon and him being anointed as the king of Israel, that was a problem with a lot of Jake. They thought they had a problem with that, you know, because, you know, King David did go off. But it had to play out that way so that the sure mercies could be fulfilled, you know, and then ultimately embodied in Yahushua, you know, when he sacrificed himself, you know. So now we're partaking in that. You got it. Is that it on that?
That was it.
Okay, so
Oh, and I'll add that too. And that shows you that the man carries the seed. The man carries the seed because according to you small hats, right? Would Solomon be a heathen? If the seed is passed through the woman, if the lineage is controlled by the woman,
mhm.
you see. So, yeah, I was shocked. He came through. Bathsheba was a Salakia. I may be wrong. Was he an Israelite?
One sec.
Nonetheless, the Lord will uphold His mercy. Sure mercies of David.
And that shows that Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to exact judgment.
I think she was an Israelite.
And proper judgment. Upon this earth. Here I'll pull this 2 Ezra chapter 7, verse 34. It says, "But judgment only shall remain, truth shall stand, and faith shall wax strong." It says, "And the works, and the work shall follow, and the reward shall be shown or showed, and the good deeds shall be of force, and wicked deeds shall bear no rule." All right. So Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to exact that pure righteous judgment, all right, to clean up this whole world. All right? And with the elect. It's not going to be anyone on earth that will turn against what Yahweh Shemel Shai has planned.
And if I may, just for clarification's sake, we meant to say Bathsheba, not Beersheba, Bathsheba. Who was an Israelite? She was a Judite.
Yeah. It's lucky on that. On that.
And you can get a second Samuel 11 chapter goes into that. But just for clarification's sake, I had a precept if y'all want it. Can we let's jump into Psalms 91?
Yeah.
This is Psalms 91 and verse 1. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." And I was just gonna say, that goes into your dream as well, because right now we don't know who's of the elect. These people damn no don't know that we're of the hopeful elect. These 2/3, these heathen, right? They have no idea that they're probably more than likely looking at the spirits that are going to be divinely protected in the times to come. But right now, to them, we just look like niggas in funny looking outfits.
Yeah.
But that's the humor of the Lord. That's why the scriptures talk about us being a spectacle, or the scriptures going in Psalms 2, the Lord laughing at you, Isaac, Yatazak, it's a joke, really jokes on you people. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
And that's why we get so much joy out of this, But anyways, that word secret, it says the secret place. It says Sathar, Strong's H5643. Sathar, it says secret, secretly, covert, hiding place, covering, protection. Then on outline of biblical usage, it says covering, shelter, hiding place, secrecy. Yeah. In Brown's Driver Briggs lexicon, it says covering, cover, and then it gives 1 Samuel 15 and 20. It says under the cover of the mountain, concealed by it, of clouds as covering for.
Yeah, hey, the Lord is going to have the chariots, a UFO, the quote unquote UFOs, right? The chariots, the clouds, as they're known in the scriptures, come cover us, man. They're going to shield us from the destruction, man. It talks about that in Isaiah, the 26th chapter, how the Lord's going to bring us, with those clouds. He's going to bring us into them chambers, you see? And that's what we want. That's ultimately what we're looking for. Okay, the Lord to his sacrifice to cover us. You know, that's what that ark, that atonement, you know, which that word atonement, when you get the word atonement in the you know, Leviticus, what is that? I think that's the 26th chapter, right? And it links up and it shares the same word with the pitch that Noah made, right? The pitch on the ark, you know, how he pretty much added
mortar.
pitch, that pitch around it.
Like when you get bricks and you lather it with the mortar and you stick it on another brick.
Mhm.
Similar concept.
Yeah, same concept, right? Which was what? It was a covering on that ark.
Insulation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nothing can get through that. Like
Right.
a force field.
Yeah, a force field.
Boom.
You see that pitch, right? Which that's, you know, that's our protection, right? That atonement, if you will. You see, and we're coming up on a day of atonement, and we hope to be preserved from this destruction, man.
Blood, man.
Yeah, that blood. Yeah, that blood is
It's a force field,
it's
really.
a token. Yeah, that's
That's why you
It's
struck.
in Exodus, yeah.
Yeah, that's why you struck both sides of the doorpost and the upper post. You know, to create a full range of protection.
Mhm.
You know, so nothing to come in, you know, or to come out, you know, until, you know, daytime.
That's right.
As it was written.
That's right. Beautiful point, brother.
And I know you got a precept. Salakia. I was gonna say, like, and then you got it. This is when, you know, when Jake called an exterminator, they come and they spray, you know, like they spray the house. If you notice, they always spray the lintels, the frames of the doors,
The frames
and
and
then the
doorposts.
baseboards. Yep.
Baseboards, so like
Yep. But that's going into what we talking about.
Mhm.
That's supposed to like seal the house off from outside, you know,
yeah.
invaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was holding this Isaiah 26:20. It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee." It says, "Hide thyself as in were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed." And his brother said it was like we were in a force field. You know, but it was like that we separated ourselves from that known world. Or how about Shimei Shai separated us from the known world and allowed everything else to be burnt or to go through that cleansing process and protected the ones that he wanted to protect. I know this verse that I think it's in the Apocrypha where it talks about how he chose one tree out of the forest, and like he chose the things that he liked to be separate from everything else. So he would wipe away everything else except for that lily or that tree or that rock or that jewel or something that was special unto himself. All right, and this is the one third of the nation of Israel, the ones that seek to do his will. But
I was gonna say too, if you didn't, I'm not sure if you already said, but that precept's talking about you know, the actual chariot being an actual chariot.
being an actual chariot.
You know, the chambers, you know,
Yeah.
or the elect are gonna be for an undisclosed amount of time. You know,
Just like it says in the Revelations, how they look through mingled glass.
right? Revelation 15.
Yeah, 15. You know, look through mingled glass and saw the destruction occurring.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, you had something like
No, I ain't.
Con, we jump back to
Psalms 91.
Psalms 91. This is Psalms 91. In verse 1, it says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty."
Hey, and that's what we ultimately are looking for, man. You know, because what is a shadow? A shadow is something that you're inside to pretty much dodge the heat. You know, you're gonna dodge the shade
To be able to dodge the heat, right? And dodging that heat is going to be that thermonuclear missile, man. Being able to dodge that heat.
Actually, I got something.
Come on, you got
Isaiah 25:4, you can break down. It says, "For thou hast been a strength to the poor, a strength to the needy in his distress, a refuge from the storm, a shadow from the heat."
Yeah, and the Lord is our protection, man. You know, just like we was talking about that atonement, man, the Lord is our protection. We're going to need it. We're going to need it in these times Okay, and as things ramp up, we're gonna realize how valuable this truth is more and more. Every day we're starting to realize how valuable this truth is, right? Instead of hearkening or heaping physical resources to us, canned goods, you're gonna see how pitiful and futile it is for these mere mortals, man.
I always want to go back and pull that Ecclesiastes chapter 34, going into what y'all are speaking on, right? Because it says the same thing, but we love harping on the joy of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and his good graces that he has for the elect. So this is Sirach chapter 34, verse 16. It says, "For the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are upon them that love him." All right, he is their mighty protection and strong stay, a defense from heat, and a cover from the sun at noon, whenever the sun is at its highest, and whenever the heat is at its most, dampening, where
Jacob's trouble.
yeah, Jacob's trouble, it says a preservation from stumbling. It says and in help from falling. So through all this, through everything, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be there to assist the elect in every step that they take.
Yep. And if I can add on to what you're saying, really that starts with the comforter. Because again, shadow from the heat, that's comfort. Yep. Preservation from stumbling, knowing you're not gonna fall, that's comfort. Yep. So really the Lord is just getting ready to turn up the volume, so to speak, on the spirit that's already within us. The spirit that is the reason why we're even able to do these videos. Because, brothers can attest to this. That's the only thing that's keeping us going. It ain't anything we doing. It's the spirit of power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua at the end of the day. But you people think we just, when y'all hear that, people think that that's just something we say to sound cool, and nah, man.
Bro, it's like getting up and going to camp, bro. Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua shows what we're going to do in our sleep at night. Lucy paraphrasing,
right?
Because without him, we would go off. He's the one with the staff that's keeping the sheep in order.
Yep.
Right, and in proper order at that. To do the will of the Father every step of the way. All right. Now, I'm not saying that we're perfect, because we ain't perfect. Yahweh Shem Yahushua has to correct us.
Okay.
And call him like that. Call him like Shem Yahushua for that. Right? Without that correction, we're going to think that we got it for ourselves. Right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua has done a beautiful work in this truth of ours. Right? But you got this.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, to the common person, we would be delusional. To the common person, we would be, crazy. We would be, looked at as, having no hope. But, the things that we catching in our life, this hell, right, is preparing us for this fire to come.
Yeah.
The hell that we catching, the things that we're losing right now, it's all an attempt to keep us from this fire that's about to manifest physically, man. Yep. And as things happen to us in our daily life, more and more we're hastening the day, which is also us seeking Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? Can you read the top of that verse again where you started?
You're talking about the Sirach 34?
Yeah, what you had just proved.
This is Sirach 34, 16 or 15. Sirach 16. It says, "For the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are upon them that love him. Mm-hmm. He is their mighty protection and strong stay, a defense from heat, and a cover from the sun at noon."
Yeah, those that love him, right? The scriptures talk about how we will love him even though he smite us.
Yeah.
Even though he beat us.
That's just
right? Beat us into submission, right? It's gonna come a point in time where every day, or it's gonna come a day where everyone is gonna have to submit to the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Scriptures talk about how all knees is gonna bow, at his might. And when in that dream, which was like I said, probably one of the most vivid. I've had two standout dreams in my life really, and that was the second of one. And I mean the vividness of that, you could feel the magnitude of how harsh that judgment is going to be, and every knee is going to bow, man.
Can I read it for you, Baba Shah?
Okay.
Good point. Romans 14:11, it says, For it is written, as I live, saith the Lord, every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess to Yahweh Shemel Shah.
Yeah. And that's after the fact of your tongue being melted in your fucking head, man. That's after the fact. You had to learn your lesson. Right? We doing this prematurely, which that's gonna lead to our deliverance. But
I was gonna say, like, when you watch sports, the only time you see everybody take a knee and get silence when somebody get hurt.
Yeah. Right.
And there's an injury. Like, especially like a serious one. Remember when the Bills player died?
Yeah.
DeMar Hamlin last year?
Mm-hmm.
The whole stadium was silent. And then everybody on the field was taking a knee. That's how it's going to be. Not only is it a submission thing, but after the people see what the Most High is capable of through His only begotten Son, they just going to be like,
you got it.
It's going to be a certain level of solemnity. It's going to be beautiful. And we're going to be calling on the name, Yahweh Shem Shah.
It's always quiet. In the moments, everybody's like, wow. They feel closer to death, like they driving home all careful,
or in court.
Yeah.
Because judgment got back.
Yeah, you hugging your brothers and sisters, like, really appreciating life. Like that meal that you eating is like you really savoring it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, man, yeah, we live like that all the time. You people are gonna do what is that? Sirach 18. Let the heathen know us, know our Lord as we have known him.
That's Sirach 36.
Oh, is it 36?
36.
Yeah, for what?
Let the heathen know thee as we have known thee.
Hey, that goes for 2/3 of Jake. They counted as heathen on this side.
Yeah, because they can't grasp the full, the full weight of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Right? I know brothers have dreams. I know brothers but in a day-to-day walk, actually seeing how Shemel Shah move around you, you not speaking, just seeing, car accidents, judgment, seeing videos of dogs mauling babies.
Yeah.
That's how Shemel Shah. If you go to the wildlife, seeing lions attack, animals for it's for food, but that's how Shemel Shah and the animal that got mauled, didn't say, oh yeah, don't take me. Nah, it was trying to get away. Yeah, so that's the spirit of Shemel Shah.
Yeah, and it shows you too that one animal was satiated off the other's pain and suffering. Right. Can we get real quick? We could close out on this. I think it's Isaiah 43:6. I think that's what it is. Let me see. What did that say?
I will say to the north, give up, and to the south.
What is? Try Isaiah 44.
What do you look for?
I'm trying to remember how it go. It goes into how we was gonna be preserved, like in the day of Egypt, how the Lord had took one's life for the life of ours.
The righteous shall be, or the wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous.
No, not that one. Oh, here we go. Isaiah 43 and 4.
This is
Can you get
Isaiah.
it in the NLT.
Con. Isaiah 43 and 4. It says, others were given.
Let's start at verse 3. Slot.
Isaiah 43 and 3 in the NLT, it says, for I am the Lord, your power, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior. I gave Egypt as a ransom for your freedom. I gave Ethiopia and Seba in your place.
Keep going.
Others were given in exchange for you. I traded their lives for yours.
Right, showing you how, that exchange is going to be made, as many shall perish and few shall be saved, right? That exchange, that recompense, that reward is going to be given out, You got it.
Yep, like when we came into the land of Canaan, in order for the nation of Israel to multiply fruitfully, abundantly, guess what had to happen? On the flip hand side of that, the Lord had to what's the word? Exterminate.
Yeah.
The Lord genocide. Like that's something that people don't like touching in the scriptures. But we see Netan, what's his face?
Netanyahu.
Right, I wasn't gonna say his name.
Oh,
he good.
Net knowledge.
He's using those scriptures to justify what he's doing in Gaza.
Yeah.
So I bet y'all keep that energy, man. Y'all keep that energy.
When you feel it, you understand where you came from.
Yeah. And by thy words shalt thou be condemned.
Yeah.
But it says that. Oh, you got it.
Let me read verse 4 again.
Come on.
It says, others were given in exchange for you. I traded their lives for yours because you are precious to me. You are honored and I love you.
Yeah, and we're gonna feel that. Right? We read it right now, but we're gonna experience that, Lord willing. And I'm not saying that, because of this dream, any of us is of the elect. But Lord will, we stay on this path, we will be saved, man. Lord willing. We stay on this path, the Lord will have mercy on a group of men who have this doctrine, who hold this ministry serious and take it seriously, man. So, what are we willing to give up, for that vision to come to pass? It's a question for us all to consider. So, if brothers don't have anything else, then we can go close out and give faith to our Heavenly Father. His name is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rahakadash. Our double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, tell us the truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.